guys, it's Carrie here. How are you? And this is our deluxe cooking blender. It is our flagship product that just came out in the fall. And I wanted to show you how cool it is. Now, it's not just a plain old blender, guys. It's a cooking blender. So there's a heating element inside this blender that allows you to do a lot of really cool things. So what it allows you to do is you can make smoothies, alternative milks. You can grind, which I'm going to make some peanut butter and show you guys this in a second. Soups, heated purees, jams, sauces, and you can make your own custom blends however you want. So I really think it's a cool product, and most people are going to get this product at a discounted rate from hosting a party. Then you really want to probably consider hosting your own party. I would be honored to be invited into your Facebook world and to meet your friends and family. If you're looking into wanting to be able to do things and not have to have a lot of chemicals in your foods, this I use all the time, no joke. I use it a ton. So I'm gonna show you how easy in 2 minutes how I can make peanut butter. I'm gonna show you a cool hack to where I'm actually gonna put some peanuts in a apple, or peanut butter I mean, and then I'm gonna use that as a snack in my lunch. So if you have kids that are finicky about certain things, this is a fun way to be able to put a snack into their lunch, and I'll show you how to do it. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this so you can see it from start to finish. It makes a little noise when the lid comes off, and this is just a plain old Jane old thing of roasted peanuts that I got at Aldi's. Okay, how are my nose itches? And I'm just gonna dump these bad boys in here. So I wanna show you how easy this is. And this is backwards, so bear with me. Okay. So I've got it on here, and I'm gonna turn this knob right here to grind, and then I'm gonna push the button. So what I'm gonna do is take this lid, this little insert off, and I'm gonna use what is our plunger, and I am going to move the peanuts down as I'm making this, and you guys are going to freak out to see how cool this is. You ready? Here it goes. So as it starts to blend, these peanuts are gonna kind of go up the sides of my glass blending bowl. So I'm gonna use this to push them down.
And as I'm doing that, it's blending it all up really lovely. If you saw my video, I don't know if I posted the one where I made the peanut balls, the Buckeyes for my grandpa, but here's another really cool one. It's done. So now that it's done, it beeps at us, so I can take it right off of the holster. I'm going to move this thing out of the way, and then I'm going to show you what the peanut butter looks like. Doesn't it look delicious? Can you see it? Oh, delicious.
I'm just going to pour this right inside this jar. I'm actually going to leave a little bit in here. Look at that. Look at how creamy that is. It is so delicious. I'm going to stick my finger in it. I need some because this is my house, so I don't have to worry about germs. Okay. So let me show you this cool hack real quick, and then I'll show you the rest of it. So you're just going to take an apple, okay? And I've got my flexible cutting mat, and I'm going to take my apple wedger, which I love. So this is our apple wedger. It has a protective guard on it because the bottom of this apple wedger is sharp, okay? So you just take your apple, and put the apple wedger right on top of your apple and wiggle it down. Woo! Just squirted apple juice. And I'm just gonna kind of jiggle it down a little bit. Now, I don't want to go all the way to the bottom because I want the peanut butter to stay in there, okay? So then I'm gonna wiggle it back out. So now it's kind of almost to the bottom, but not 100%. And I use my carrot peeler, and I'm just gonna pop this core out real quick. Whoops. And this can get a little interesting depending on, now you can pop out as much of the core as you want, depending on how much peanut butter you want in there. And if some of them kind of pop out, it's not the end of the world, but see, it's still not gonna come all the way off. So I'm just gonna kind of cut the core. That little piece came off. These apples I got when I went apple picking, so this one's a little bit softer, but it pops right back on, okay? So now I got a hole. So now, since this is already creamy, I'm just gonna pour some peanut butter right inside this apple. How cool is that? So now I've got peanut butter inside my apple. So now you say, how am I gonna keep this bad boy together? You're gonna grab some aluminum foil, okay? I'm gonna take some aluminum foil out of here. And then I'm gonna take my apple and I'm just gonna put it right here in my aluminum foil and I'm gonna wrap it. And I'm gonna twist the top. So now I can throw this in my lunch tomorrow, and when I pull my apple off, I can dip it in my peanut butter. How cool is that? So if you guys are interested in wanting to be able to get yourself this cooking blender so that you guys can make your own peanut butter, I've made peanut butter, I've made almond butter, I've made walnut butter, I've made pecan butter. I kind of have a little bit of an addiction to nut butters. Nuts in general, really. It's really bad, but I love them. I'm making a hot mess everywhere on my countertop. But if you keep your glass containers from your old peanut butter jars, then you can just store it and use it for yourself with your peanut butter that you make homemade. So this way you don't have any preservatives, there's not any of that partially hydrogenated vegetable oil, which is really bad for us. And you can store this in your fridge. Now it'll harden up a little bit once I stick it in the refrigerator. It's just that the blender kind of heats it up a little bit. So it gets really, really super creamy. But this is when I could just eat it like from a spoon and be like in so much trouble. My waistline would not like me. So good. So then I'm just gonna clean this all up right here in this blender. So I'm going to take this right here, kind of rinse off a little bit, and then I'm gonna go to my sink and I'm gonna fill it up to the 3 cup mark. It has raised glass measurements on the side, so I'm gonna put 3 cups of water in here. And then I'm gonna put 2 drops of soap. So I'm making sure I got that measure right. I do. All right, so then I'm gonna just take my Dawn or whatever it is that you guys use, and I'm just gonna put a couple drops right in there, okay? I'm gonna put this bad boy right back on the blender unit. I'm gonna grab my lid. I'm gonna kind of see how it kind of splatters a little bit, so you're gonna get some peanut butter and stuff on your lid. I just rinse that off because it doesn't really clean that part very well. So if I just kind of use my sprayer and rinse those kind of extra pieces off, then I'm gonna put this right back on here. The little indication sound tells me that it's on. Then I'm just gonna turn it till it gets to heated wash, and I'm gonna push the button. It's gonna blend itself once, and then it's gonna heat it, and it won't start the actual blending process again until it's hot. And then it'll actually wash it. So with peanut butters, I usually go through the clean cycle twice, but you don't have to if you don't want to. It's completely up to you.